When there was hardly anybody on the planet, it made sense to have every baby you could have. It doesn't make sense anymore when the planet's overpopulated and you can't feed all the people that are on it now. So what are you going to do? Bring every baby into the world, no matter how how the lady got impregnated, how the girl got impregnated, doesn't matter. Bring it in. Stupid. That's just stupid. The default should be the woman has the choice 100%. And planned pregnancies are certainly going to be the best. And unplanned are going to be a challenge, but can be handled. But it should always be up to the young lady or the woman. Always. And there should be no pressure, none, to pressure someone into having a baby if they don't think they should. That's nature talking to them. Their nature, that's the nature. That's the world, that's the earth, that's the planet. And if you want to get religious about it, that's God telling that individual that has that baby that that baby shouldn't be born. God is telling that person that. And you're going to say, my God says different, even though you're not in that person's shoes at all. My God says you have to have that baby. Why? Because it's a growth. It's a human growth. It hasn't even been born yet. It's not a growth inside of a human being. It's a human growth inside of a human being. So it's not born. It's not a force of nature. What's the big tragedy is letting something become a force of nature, letting it and taking it away, which has to happen if you overpopulate. You have to have wars. You have to have dictators that willingly will wipe you out. You have to have bad people with bad ideas that nature is willing to feed them in that direction. Nature doesn't take sides. It's going to go with however it needs to go to push it along. Time is ticking. Everything is moving. We're always in motion. Nature just makes sure we keep moving. That's all nature does. But we need to stop moving. We're at 32 minutes. We need to stop moving in the wrong direction and start figuring this out. Until we do, there's going to be all this kind of problems. We can figure out how to keep the planet's population down without involving dictators or horrible, even though that person's obviously not a good person, just because that person would put somebody in the Supreme Court that would make people have to have babies, that's why you elected him. That's why you voted for him. So people would have to have babies against their will. That's it. So people would have to have babies against their will. That's why you religious people voted him in. Now what have you got? Why? He's a useful idiot, right? Russia, and boy did he stumble onto a useful idiot in Trump. That's what they call religious people willing to use the same tactic. That he's an idiot. Will use that useful idiot to overturn that horrible rule that allows women to decide what to do with their own bodies. We'll eliminate that rule and we'll make them have babies again. Woohoo! We're making America great again. Are you guys stupid or what? And I don't mean it in a bad way. I just mean wake up. Wake up and see what side of the train you're on or something. Because we can't be continuing to tell nature to go ahead and behind these people, because they have one or two things that I believe in common with my belief, or them. Let's get smarter than that, people. I don't care if you're super religious and watching this, keep your super religion. That's fine. If it makes you happy and if you're a good person, I'm not going to tell you not. I'm just saying add to it the fact that nature exists for real. And nature